Hi everyone, this is your Mad King Paradox that's bringing you part 4, the finale of my number 1 most evil anime villain. Now, first off, I'm going to get this out of the way now because I know I'm going to forget later. My favorite part of the series, actually this is my favorite part of the series, as well as my favorite part concerning Johan. What he does with the prostitute. And it's not what you think. There's some fat prostitute who's been getting money from shoe vaults by using the name of his ex. And so she wanted to talk to Johan. So he meets up with her where she's at. She goes, "Oh, I've got a hitman back there, so if you try anything, I'll have him shoot you." And he pretty much doesn't give in to any of her demands. So she was like, "Alright, I'll bring my hitman out here and he can kill you." She brings her hitman out. What she doesn't know is that the hitman she has actually works for Johan. So Johan leaves, and then the hitman kills her, which I thought was hysterical. And then I wish I could be this smooth, because what he did next was just awesome. He had his hitman kill her, thinking that he was employed to her. Then he goes down the stairs. Then there's a girl sitting there with a bunch of balloons for some odd reason. Then he just looks at her and goes, "Can I have one of those?" Then she hands him a balloon. So now he's walking down the red light district with a balloon. Then he sees a girl sitting on the curb. He hands her some money and goes, "Here, go get your fix." Then he just walks away with the balloon in hand. I would not stop laughing. I mean, come on! That is brilliance. I forgot to put this back on. Alright. Now, after this, not really much happens. More story development, more character development, yada yada yada, all that. But the main thing doesn't happen next until you go to a small little city in Germany called Ruinheim. And what's so important about this city is that Franz Bonaparte, whose real name is Klaus Pope, has, after the fall of the Berlin Wall, escaped to there and now is living peacefully as an innkeeper. And so, Johan finds out he's there. And he decides, I'm going to kill him. Which I'm going to explain why in just a little bit. But pretty much, he recreates what he did at 511 Kinderheim, where he pretty much just has the entire town kill themselves. And just the preparation for how he did this and how quickly he did it was nothing less than sheer brilliance. Garfield! I didn't know if y'all could hear that or not, but pretty much all he did was he took a few of the crazy people, not crazy, but a few of the troubled people in town, gave them guns at their lowest point, and pretty much just let them do what they wanted. So the entire town starts killing each other off. Kids, men, women, all that. A few stupid ones that I honestly feel deserved it. But he had this entire town kill themselves just to try and kill this one person. And it is here where he finally reveals why he's killing these people. Why these random murders that seem to have no connection do connect. Johan is trying to perform the perfect suicide. Now, the perfect suicide, for those of you who don't know, is where you not only kill yourself, but you kill every trace of you. Everyone who knows who you are, knows your past, every trace of you there is in the world, you kill. And then you kill yourself. Which is why he's killing all these people. The middle-aged people were people that adopted him back when he was a kid. All the hitmen and thugs and people he killed throughout the series were people that worked for him who knew who he was. So pretty much, he's killing everyone who's ever had any ties to him at all. And so, final showdown. Tenma's in front of him with a gun. He's standing right here. He's got a gun pointing to some kid's head, and he's pretty much saying, "I'm going to shoot this kid if you don't shoot me." And then the second to last episode, you think Tenma's the one who shoots him because you hear a gunshot wound. You hear a gunshot wound. You hear a gunshot. But then it turns out that the kid's father was off in the corner of the street, and you didn't know it. And he's the one who shot Johan in the head, of course. And you think that's it. You think he's dead. But he's still breathing. He's still alive, technically. Dying, but still alive. And what does Dr. Tenma do? Because he's such a good person. He saves his life. For a second time. Just come on. And this is pretty much the end of the series. Johan's been caught. Tenma's name's been cleared. Everything's fine now. And once again, Johan's been unconscious ever since his surgery. And then him and Tenma kind of have like a mental conversation type thing where he's still asleep, but it's like Tenma feels what he's thinking. And it's at this point Tenma tells him his real name because he talked to his mother and he knows the real names of the twins. We never know. They never tell us what their real names are. Which is why I say, which is one of his main traits is that he doesn't really have a name. He's nameless. Johan's just a cover name that he was given. So up until the last episode, he didn't have a name, a real one at least. Then when he finally does have a real name, we don't know what it is. And so that's pretty much it. No, that's a lie. The last scene in the series is, because Johan was in a hospital bed, was a room with an open window and empty hospital bed. And that's the last scene of the series. And that is it for my #1 most evil anime villain. I hope you all enjoyed it. I highly recommend you all watch the series that these villains were from, especially Monster. Great storytelling at that part. Naoki Urasawa, I gotta give it to you on that one. And the phone rings again. The phone never rings. Why are people calling me now? But it's a great series. Great psychological thriller. You don't get storytelling like that every day. Even if you don't like anime, I suggest I do suggest, but I recommend that you watch this just because of its excellent storyline. Yeah, that alone is enough reason to watch it. And if you don't get something, wait 5 episodes. They'll explain it within that time. Alright, that is it for my list. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves, and I will see you all on the next route. And this is your Mad King Paradox S, signing off.